Well, that marks the daily challenge completed. Let's move on to some other runs. Covenant 25, maybe export challenge. Yeah, you know what? Let's do more export challenges. I wanna get these all completed, unlock my card frame, and at the same time get some divine masteries and victories going. Acid Rain. Corrosive Cash. All units take damage at the end of turn, and your units taking damage lose 0 money. Toss in all units have multi-strike for fun. So all units have multi-strike is usually a pretty good one for us. Quick becomes very, very important, or a really good defense. Bleeding Cash costs us a little bit of money. Acid Rain can be a bit annoying, but is usually not a huge deal either. But we need some health on our backliners. Let's jump in. Random as usual. Okay. Awoken Melting with our champ being Wildenton and both clans using the exiled cards. We have Cleanse Seraph, we have Arcus with Incant and Harvest, and Telos with Days. Huh. Sap and Days, right? Yeah. Invigorating Solution, Draft Sting. That is a quite useful starting deck. These cards are all relatively useful in pretty much any deck we'd go for. The drafts especially because we do have the primitive molds. Votive Key and Mark of a Champion, huh? Oof. I could see either one of these being extremely good for us. I'll go Votive Key. Wildenton doesn't usually get too huge attacks, but with the multi-strike it's a bit more significant. Do we go Strangler or Thornlord? I think Strangler works much better with Remnant as our secondary clan. Although I wouldn't mind getting Quick as well. Or maybe we get Stealth instead. Spikes. Think we can deal with that. Do we want to be on the bottom floor? We can make Wildenton endless, so yeah, I think we do. And then Train Steward in the back. Just for some damage. Train Steward on the next floor in case the collector spawns there. Collector did spawn there. We need Wildenton to get an attack out. Jump block with the Draff. That will do it. These actually lose us money. Small amounts of money, so it's not a huge deal. But I also want the root seeds on Wildenton eventually anyways. Did that guy not get rooted? Huh? Shouldn't that guy have gotten rooted? Weird. I want to be able to reform one of these drafts. That would help a lot with damage. If we can get another one, that would be juicy. We can't. These guys I don't really want to play at all. Decent first bite. Glimmer, Pyre Grow, Resto Dedo. Don't mind a Pyre Grow early. Resto Dedo could be decent. Glimmer is probably not needed. I'm gonna go for the Pyre Grow right now. Purifying Cleanse, Molded, Hallowed Drippings. Let me think about this. I don't think we need molded necessarily. We just need to get some trash units out of our deck. Purifying Cleanse could be nice, but I think Hello Drippings does a better job for the same kind of stuff if we don't really use someone who benefits from healing. What would our backline be? Feels like Remnant, honestly. Feels like we want to get some someone. Huh. That could be a thing. Tycoon Draft? I like it. Get some of the money back we are otherwise losing. Intrinsic Pyrogrow. Maybe. I think that's good. Value Stone is less important here, and on these spells probably not quite worth the cost. I don't really feel like spell upgrades are a priority right now. So let's move on. High Priest to the Light and Hastos with armor. I am not too worried about that. The main problem right now is that Wilderden can't attack on the bottom floor because there's too much damage coming in. That's 51. So even if we jump block with the Train Steward, that's not gonna do it. That still leaves 73. So we have to set up on the top. Maybe we can take some of these guys out. Maybe we can't. We'll have to see. I kind of want to get my Draffs, so I'm going to put you here. Just in case the Collector spawns on the middle floor. Okay, we need a way to make Wilton live. Currently we are facing 10, 25, 31, 37 damage. A Draft could absorb 5, that wouldn't be enough. A Train Steward could absorb 10. That would be enough. But do we want a Train Steward to be endless? Yeah, we want the Train Steward to be endless, not the Draft. We still die to Acid Rain, but Wilderton is endless as well. Draft wants to die, Train Steward can't be played because of a lack of Ember. Here's our weakless Tycoon Draft. Let's definitely play Wilderton first. Reform the other Draft, put that one as a blocker in front. And this one too, because we need to, actually. And now we don't have a good way to deal with the boss. But I hope we can find one. Because these Drafts, they can do some stuff. Can they? 10 damage, front Draft, front... yeah, not quite. Not quite yet. What's left in the deck? Only one primitive mold, so I want one of these Drafts to be endless. I want to reform the one with less burnout. So this one can be endless. This one has to be reformed. I mean, it's some damage, it's not nothing. bring a draft back. And let's make sure we win here on the top floor. The frontline draft always dies to the Conduit Infiltrator if we use this one. Wildenton is just a waste of space here, sadly. They'd all die at the same time anyway, so who we buff doesn't matter. We take 2 hits to the High Priest. That is 28 damage. $30 damage with the backliner being a thing. Sharpen is pretty nice. Looks like Molten Encasement is not gonna be an option here. These cards, even Dripfall, I don't think are really what we want. Oh dear. Let's take a look at the relic. Fate's First Blade, huh? That might work out. Okay, Paraffin Enforcer. I think this is now all about drafts. Right, we sack the Paraffin Enforcer to upgrade the other draft. Drafts are not priority units though. If we have enough drafts, that will not be a problem. Then we will always have some. This is the draft run. I am hoping for Hallowed Halls. Hallowed Halls would make this deck insane. Like, really crazy. We also need to upgrade these drafts. Now we have a lot of upgrade depth. Most of these units die on the bottom floor. Definitely play Pyrogrow. I am okay with stacking Wildenton to make the Paraffin Thug hit, but no, that's enough damage to kill the Paraffin Thug as well. That is not what I want. I was like, yeah, Wildenton can block these guys, right? Wildenton can block Talos. Uh-oh. I mean, we get rid of the Ember Drain that way. So there's something to it. There's our first draft. 15 times 2, huh? Yeah, that draft won't survive down there. I mean, drafts are not meant to survive. That is not their primary purpose necessarily. But we eventually want to get there. Yeah, I'm fine killing off this draft. Reform. This will still both die because of the sweep. This is weird. I don't want Wildenton to die now. That means we don't play him this time. Oh dear. Why do you have to always be on the wrong floor? At least we can deal with it this time. That didn't do anything. Okay. Now we can really start things off. These Draffs will die. This one will die too. This one is tanky enough. That is a slight problem. While this one is tanky enough, it's not enough damage. Guess we have to use Paraffin Thug on top of that. You take 8, go down to 53. You deal 54, you kill the backliner. Guess we set these guys up here. These train stewards are really complicating things. Let's get a good set of Draffs. I think we have to use Wilden as a tank. Wilden can tank 3 hits, then this Draff will survive another one. That's pretty much the best thing we have. But it's also good enough. This is a weird one. None of these really do anything I want. Ha, big sludge. But I don't think we can do that. Lady of the Reformed actually might be tempting. Yeah, I think we want that. Capacity would be nice, but I think first we need draw. We need to be able to draw into our reforms. We need quite a few unit upgrades. It doesn't always need to be big ones. We can make use of pretty much anything. Large stone, sadly, is not one we can really make good use of. That is the one upgrade that we really cannot take. I guess I found another one. Immortal Stone. I want to spread out these buffs a bit. Yeah, I think the higher health and attack value on Strangler is gonna be nice to give us time. I think we can take this. I think we start with the Endless Wilton on the bottom floor. Lady can be on the next floor up. I don't think I want to play Paraffin Thug at all. Maybe I do. Start setting up some drafts. Bottom floor dies, that is not an issue. Let's bring Wildenton back. Put on a draft. Draffs will eventually die to damage, yeah, like this. This floor is just gonna die now, huh? Nothing we can do to save him. But we can get another draft to die there. Which might or might not be useful, actually. Train Stewards on the top, take the Ember Drain, just to get them out of the way. Maybe I should have spent some money on removing these Train Stewards. I want some reformed drafts. There we go. Can we get one attack off of with Wildenton? We can block a lot of damage with you, actually. And then that makes sure the backliners die. We get a bunch of self-mutilations here. But also the boss just dies to these overpowered drafts. It's close though. Yes, I will take a Root Seed Mask. I don't think we want any of those. We win. We just won. I know it's pretty early, but this is just victory, right? Time to start cutting some stuff, like root seeds. And all the train stewards. Now we can even take large stone and be happy with it. Large draft? Maybe. No. I'm still keeping the large stone out of here. Do we fuse this into the Lady of the Reformed? Just because she has spikes, I guess. I can earn us some money on slays. And then we buy a perch on each of these train stewards. Because these really get in the way very easily. That guy is slightly annoying. Do we even set up Wildenton on the bottom anymore? I don't think so. I think Wildenton goes middle. What the heck is your damage output? Well, at least the Quill Marksman dies. We get some stuff to reform. And we really do want to reform that stuff. The Endless goes on a 0 cost. Probably the lady. You might need the attack support if you wanna duel with this giant. It's time to do the hauls. You have sweep, so... you're actually pretty hard to stop. You're still root up for a turn though. So actually not that hard to stop, huh? My multi-striking Draff is not around yet. Good to know. Endless! Votive key, why? Why do you betray me like this? Ah yes, sweep, I forgot. This fight is quite messy. Waves remaining 1. So next wave will be the boss. Lady of the Reformed will die. Wildenton will die. Maybe we're not in such a bad spot at all. Oh no, it's the stealth boss, I forgot. But I think we might just be able to do something on the top floor. 18 times 2. 18 times 2, that's 36. 56. We can't block the 18 times 2. We can't block anything because the Master of Light will just destroy stuff. We can potentially stop the Master of Light from wrecking us. That Master of Light is a real problem. I guess there's one unit that can do it, but I need to get lucky. means I can play Hallowed Hall. You have sweep as well! Oh dear. This sucks. These sweepers are absolutely annoying. We can't allow them to stack up. So we need Wildenton to be at the top. Masters of Light with sweep. So annoying. Can't get the collector. But at least we take out this one. Wait, didn't I have one energy left over? I played one too many drafts. But the Endless is really screwing us. I didn't think of Endless plus Hallowed Hall stuff. We need to be able to attack on the top floor. We need to block one hit. $20 times 2, yeah, that's gonna be not fun. Why did I take that stupid votive key? That might just lose me this fight. Or rather the game. The run. 44 damage. We can still stop them for another 2 turns. They are still rooted, so let's do 2 more reforms before we play it. Should take care of most of the stealth at least. And then we win on the next floor. Is that an option? Might be an option. We pretty much have to. Otherwise these guys are gonna wreck us. I don't think we can win on this floor. But if this guy survives for just one turn, if this guy gets up and attacks our pyre just once, we die. Can we block enough damage with a Draff? No way. There's no way. Well, we just have to win here then. Good luck. That doesn't do it. Is this fight even winnable at all? It might not be. One more try. I think I might have screwed myself with the votive key and duping the Draffs before they were upgraded. But I had to. If we could just use Draffs as damage against these guys, but we really can't. It's the big problem. So I think we need this setup. For anything to really happen here. And now you kill Wildenton. Before we can even attack. What an unfair unit. I didn't think about the sweepers with multi-strike when I took this challenge. Certainly did not think about them. This draft can actually survive the hits of the multi-striker but dies to the Clip Guardian right afterwards. Where's my Wildenton gone? Did I play it second? That would have been quite bad. And now my lady is endless. I hate this freaking endless stuff. I misplayed it again. I have a plan, but if I mess up the order and someone gets endless that shouldn't get it, or someone doesn't get endless who needs to get it, then everything is ruined. The lady can't gain endless. That is important. Because we now will actually be able to heal her back to full with Hallowed Halls. And that allows us to place Wildenton in the back. We need to place Wildenton first, we can't. Because then Hallowed Halls would also reform him. And then we can't guarantee the order they spawn in. If we Hallowed Halls first, the lady will become endless and Wildenton won't be. I guess we have to get lucky with this. No, actually that kills Wildenton off and puts him on top of my deck. That works, I suppose? These Draffs can hold the fort as long as there are no Masters of Light around. And once the big Master of Light is dead, I can probably hold the small one off long enough. Mostly by using Wildenton here. But then if this guy doesn't die, problems. Although there is still a solution to this whole thing. Because these guys will be held off on this floor. So we can face against these guys on the top floor. Well, Lady of the Reformed actually has enough health to protect my Draft, so we can kill this wave. While Wildenton can hold off this wave. This is a real mess. That will always, not always get me Lady, no. But usually will get me Lady. I hope she doesn't spawn in the very back. That is fine. That is good enough. Wildenton needs to hold down the fort here. Then we need whatever we can get to delay Crystal Cloak. And we might just be out of luck again. If we can grant Wildenton one hit here, that would be nice. I think I have to Hallowed Halls here. Hope that Wildenton spawns. He does. But then we need Hallowed Halls again next turn, and we can't draw that many cards. Yeah. This boss, no fun. That's a shame, I really like this deck. But I think just a 25 health upgrade on the draft before I duped it would have been enough to make it through. I just can't win with Awoken, right? Like, the game doesn't want me to. Never won with Awoken main clan. With how many divine victories? Can't look at the divine victories, right? Personal records? Number of divine victories? Number of last divinities killed? No? That is not a stat that is tracked. It's a shame. Anyways, considering our completion, It must have been at least 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 divine victories we have. And I think I've done about 6 runs with Awoken champions. Maybe a bit less than that. And never won a single one. Oh well. That's just how it goes sometimes. I am sure I can break that curse. So, yeah. On other news, I have qualified for the Monster Train tournament coming up this weekend. So, look forward to that. I will be streaming it, of course. Quarterfinals on Saturday and finals on Sunday. Semi-finals and finals on Sunday.